Hello everyone, this is Duke, and welcome back to episode 5 of Cobblemon. I am sitting in here, inside my little house, on a comedically small chair. I don't know why they're so tiny, but they are. So this is what a normal chair looks like, right? Spruce strip chair through Macaw's Furniture, right? We will all agree that that is a chair. Well, I don't know why on earth these chairs from another furniture mod are as small as they are. It's kind of goofy, and I kind of like it, because look. I'm like way too big for this chair, which is hilarious. But it is another day in Cobblemon. It is winter day 7. Oh, it's actually snowing. Oh, this is perfect. I am really in the festive mood right now. Okay, it is probably time to get rid of this pumpkin. Thanksgiving and Halloween are over. It is now time for Christmas, and if we take a step outside our house in the rear, you will see a Christmas tree. Oh yeah, baby, look at this. Are we not completely festive now? This is fantastic. So some of you may have been wondering where on earth these videos were. It's been a month since the last Cobblemon is uploaded. There's actually a reason for that. Believe it or not, I did not forget about the series. Cobblemon 1.6, fishing will be put into the game, as in fishing up Pokemon themselves. And if you recall from last episode, that's exactly what I had done, was build a fishing hut over here. So not only were we having the Stardew Valley-esque fishing, but we can also have the Pokemon-esque fishing. Ties everything together, be perfect. But that's not out yet. And I realized rather than sitting around waiting for that update to come, that I should just get on with the series and keep going, and when it does, it'll be great, but it's okay if the overlap doesn't happen today. One of the main things I'd like to focus on today would be storage, just in general. Now that means item storage, of course, because we're kind of running out of places down here, but also, we have 5 Pokemon, and obviously we can only have 6 on us at any given time. I'm concerned what will happen if we get our 6th, can't catch our 7th, like what happens? What happens? So there's a way that I already have planned out for today's video to kind of solve that problem, and that is, of course, making a PC. For those who don't know, a PC stores Pokemon inside of it. It has a pretty simple crafting recipe, so I figured we should dive right into that. There it is. Very excited to have this. I assume we don't need to power it, similar to how the healing machine works. There we are. Does it make cool noises when I boot it up? Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I actually really like this interface. This looks really good. And I assume, oh, it feels good too. Okay, we just click once, drag and drop. Obviously, Pidgey, our boy, our good friend who couldn't beat Diancie in the last video, is the one who gets left off of our team. I think that's just kind of necessary based on how our team is kind of building out here. Obviously, we have Grotle, who will eventually become Torterra, Grass and Ground at that point. Fletchender, which of course will become Talonflame at some point, which will be Fire and Flying, as it already is. The problem with Drillbur right now is, as much as I love it, Grotle, when evolved, will take over its role of having the ground typing, which obviously isn't ideal, but I think for now, while we're kind of at these levels that we currently are, keeping him around will kind of work. And then, of course, Ghastly, Poison, and Ghost. Gengar, who doesn't love Gengar? This will be a great addition to our team. I would like to catch some more Pokemon. It feels like that's what the series should be about. We need to catch more. So I'm going to go on a little bit of a journey, just in and around, kind of go exploring. I know it's the dead of winter, but let's see what we can find. Alright, that was a lot quicker than I thought it would take. I didn't really know what we were looking for once we set out, but Mareep seems like a really good start. What is this? There's a hamster. Hold on. Hi, buddy. What are you doing here? Obviously, we can't catch a hamster like we would a Pokemon, but I think we're going to want one at some point. If we can capture it and bring it back somehow, that's definitely on our list. We obviously want Mareep. I'm kind of thinking we could almost get a Pokemon from any generation in our team. We have Ghastly at 1, Mareep would be 2. We need something from Hoenn. That would be a big mistake not to. Let's see if we can't get Mareep here. I made a couple Great Balls for this. We're going to send out Ghastly first. What we'll need to do here is throw down a Hypnosis, and if one of these lands, yep, there we go. I'm thinking it'll just about be as simple as this. I know level 23 is pretty high in comparison to the rest of our Pokemon. But that's right. I know how this works. Let's go. Oh, Mareep's ready to evolve? Well, yeah. Wait, that was immediate. Oh, it's still sleeping. Okay, I'm looking directly into the backside of Mareep. Let's not do that. All right, Electro Ball, what do you got here? Immediate destruction. Let's go. Oh! I always forget that we get items from defeating Pokemon in battle. Raw chicken from Pidove, though, kind of hurts. Like, I feel like we shouldn't eat that. Also, this hamster's just following me. You stay right here. We will be back for you. Flaffy, here we come. Oh yeah, it just immediately switches over, which obviously is something they're fixing in a newer update. But for right now, oh yeah. Level 23 Flaffy, immediately. Let's check out your stats. IVs. Oh, actually, you know, high HP, high defense, decent speed. Special defense and attack are buns, just completely terrible. Special attack's pretty low as well, but that is okay. This is something that we've run into repeatedly, where we have some alright stats. Fletchender's probably our best in terms of a stat spread, but obviously we have a low HP here, and special defense, I don't know if that's really what we want with Fletchender. I think we want speed and attack stats, but that's just the trouble, right? With IVs is you find a Pokemon that you really like, and then it's like, okay, do I actually need to focus on IVs or not, because it's single player, right? Also, I think this is another Gimmighoul tower. We'll have to check that out as well. Do we see what another Mareep spawn looks like and just try to compare the two? I think we do. Obviously, we have one that we like now, but Ghastly can more than likely still get off a Hypnosis here. Electro Ball. Oh, no! So we were wrong about that. Let's just throw a ball and see what happens. Oh, these Great Balls are insane. Drober leveled up. All right, this Mareep is also obviously ready to evolve. Let's compare stats here. Whoa! So this would be a good reason to compare IVs. Again, I don't think it really matters for kind of what we're doing here, but in the event where Cobblemon is updated enough that they have gyms in single player, having high IV Pokemon, I think, will just be necessary, right? So this is huge. And obviously, I think it's right for us to take this Flaffy. Now we have two of them. Unfortunately, Flaffy level 23 is going to be replaced by Flaffy level 26. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I'm sorry for you two, but I like this one more. It's nothing personal. So I've stumbled upon a village here, which seems pretty good. I explored the little bit of a Gimmighoul tower over there, grabbed these relic coins, which of course I believe are going to be necessary to evolve Gimmighoul into Golden Go, but I don't really know if we're going to grab him just yet, because last time we found a Gimmighoul tower, things did not go according to plan. Also, we have a full team of 6 right now. Wait, no way! Tony! Why, look how animated they are. He has a name? That's hilarious. We may kick him out of bed. We'll take that. Hop seeds. Ooh, a link cable? Wait a minute. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, we're not going to be doing that. But a link cable obviously is an evolution item. I wonder if that means we're going to be able to get Gengar that way. Excuse me, I'm sleeping in your bed, Tony. I'm sorry. I did not realize we had fresh animations in here. Goodbye, Tony. Centennial? What? Oh, we opened 100 loot containers. Cool. Well, now we have this trophy. There I am. I've been exploring these villagers. Potato Recovery 1? Potato cannon projectiles have a chance to be reused. Okay, what on earth is in this mod pack? I had no idea there were potato cannons, let alone potato recovery enchantments. This stuff is nuts. Ooh, is this how berries are grown? They have little. I love it. Okay, there's a mill tank. Oh my goodness. All right, Whitney, you're giving me flashbacks here. There's another hamster. Oh my goodness. I love it. Okay, I'm having a good time today. Oh gosh, Durant, you're terrifying. Oh, I don't like the way it moves. I really don't like that. Rockruff. Oh, look how adorable. We have returned. It is time. Rockruff, you will be mine. Ha ha. I don't know why I'm rhyming. Anyways, Rockruff's asleep. Let's catch it. Come on, come on. Yes, all right. These great balls are fantastic, might I add. They've literally never missed. Hello. Oh, he's a good puppy. Okay, those were not the stats I was expecting from you. But they're decent rolls. Obviously, perfect IV special attack is very interesting. Good job, Ghastly. You've done it again. And at last, our storage is complete. We have gone ahead, made a PC for our Pokemon, picked up a couple extra today. We have Flaffy and Rockruff on our team now. Very excited for that, but we also, of course, needed a way to store our own things, and that is where we landed on with this classical temple. Let's look at it in shaders. Oh yeah. Oh, I just love this shader pack with the light shining through. Oh, it makes this thing look real good. Makes this thing look real good. If you haven't seen my 30 builds video that I released just 2 weeks ago now, go check that out. I made a temple out of tuff in that, and it was one of my favorite builds. I'm like, okay, I need to build one of these in a survival let's play because I haven't done that in a very long time. So I just made a little scaled down version using some of the modded blocks. Of course, we have deep slate column here, which, of course, a temple. You need your columns. There were a couple things I tried to make this for design variation here to kind of make this work, but I added these little bites in the corner here, which take the stairs and taking them from just being on your cardinal directions to now adding a little bit of a slab width in the corner. And I think that helps a lot, kind of rounds these out, makes them more detailed, more interesting. But my real favorite part is down here at the bottom where I wanted it to flare out a little bit. I made these deep slate urns, and these blocks are pretty darn cool. I really like how detailed the model is, and I thought it would be a really great idea to do this. Thing is, when I placed them in here, it was really odd. The column kind of looked like it was tapering inward at the bottom, and of course the more traditional and realistic depiction of a column would be a taper inward as you go up. So to counteract that, I implemented these copycat half panels, as you can see, to kind of cover that. And this is one thing, Zigzagoon, that people may point out, and I'm gonna hope nobody really thinks about it too much. There's a pixel wide gap here. It just barely doesn't work, but just act like it does, right? We cover that up. We throw the deep slate column on it. Oh shoot, I actually need another one of these blocks to rotate that. But then I rotated it vertically like this, place that back in, and now from a distance, it looks like the columns have a wider base, right? I think once you're back here, you get the impression that that is one block, the urn and the panels. I think they work together pretty well. It's just when you get up close and you look into it too hard, is when you start to notice the inconsistency. We really have more of, say, a Doric column up to this point, and I don't know if the capital on this really makes sense. I guess having stairs, we could say, okay, that's a little bit of a Corinthian type column, but then the proportions would be off, because forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe as you step up in the orders, your proportions have to grow, like the height. So this would be a little too stubby to be such a high level order. It'd need to be more of a Doric column system for it to be as short as it is. And even then it's probably too short, but let's just forget the nitty gritty. It works, right? I like it. It looks good. We have a lot of detail in here, kind of getting into these multi-layered little segments where you jump up with walls and stairs. You go in each little recessed lighting bit really works really well in here. You get down to like light level 4 in some places or something like that, at least 5. It's a little moody. I kind of like it. If you come down in here where our actual storage setup is, it's the same thing. We have the sloped roofs with the lanterns hanging down again. It is moody. It gets dark down here, but I kind of like that, and I think it works pretty darn well. So of course, here's how we'll normally see it without shaders. We have barrels lining each corner because I do prefer using barrels over chests for storage rooms, especially ones like this where we're not going to have an absurd amount of things. We're going to have a reasonable amount, but enough to get us through the game so we can focus on Pokemon and such, right? That being said, there are these compact barrel blocks, which if you open up, is double the size of a normal barrel. So for each section, I have a single line of the compact barrels as well as the normal barrels out the outside. So in this case, woody bits, right? Here we have planks and slabs. On the edge, you get your more manufactured bits that we don't have as much of. I think it kind of works as a good system, but overall, I like how this turned out. It just kind of sits down in here pretty well, and I'm pretty happy about that. If we head out into free cam mode here, you can kind of see how things are relating. It's situated just kind of off by itself there, a little out of the way. Of course, most of our travel tends to be from our home into the mine over there, or it tends to be off in this direction out to the fishing shack. But now we have a reason to head off in this direction. Of course, this tower I did not build. That was default generation. And that was actually something I wanted to go for here. If you recall from previous episodes, we've talked long and hard about this being a homestead. So you're probably wondering, Duke, why on earth would you build a temple if you're going for a homestead vibe? I thought it would be a really cool concept to have the lore of this area being that a homestead was built up around a previous civilization. The remnants and the ruins of what's left behind have been retained and respected. There's not many left. Of course, something like a temple has the strength and the capacity to stick around, but most other things have faded off into existence, and it's just the single traveler now with his Pokemon who are trying to make a living in this world as we see it today. Does that make sense? I don't know. I hope it does. It's fun. I like coming up with these little bits of lore and such. I'm having a lot more fun making videos in these past couple weeks than I think I ever have. So I'm really excited about that, especially because there's a new series on the horizon that none of you know about yet. Well, some of you know about. Cobblemon will continue. Inheritance is a lot of fun, which, by the way, if you have not seen that, go check that out. Having a blast, and it's a little bit of a different pace. I feel like that's a little bit more up speed, and this is a little bit more relaxed and chill. We're just having a lot of fun here at Dukester Games, and I hope everyone is seeing that and is enjoying it as well. But I will see you in the next video. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.